always made MMOs so special to me, especially looking back at my time playing them, has been the sense of wonder that you got when you first played an MMO. The feeling that the possibilities were limitless. The feeling that the only way to figure out how to play the game was by playing the game. Tips and tricks and cheat codes were found in magazines and books. It's not that the internet didn't have this stuff back then, it's just that it wasn't in the same place that the internet is nowadays. Now when you want to figure out the optimal class build or how to beat a certain raid or dungeon or whatever else MMO related, a quick Google search or a YouTube video teaches you all of this. Think of like optimal leveling paths, hidden quests and missions, and secret vanity mounts and the like. Nearly all of that wonder that used to surround things like MMOs has sort of evaporated. I think that this is a significant reason you don't see the same level of wonder in today's MMOs that you used to. It's really no surprise that when you ask somebody who played an MMO what their favorite or best MMO was, they're generally going to say that it was their first MMO that they played. There's a couple of reasons for this. Sure, we have some confirmation bias, siding with the experience that's oldest and most impactful to you personally. Another part is surely that your illusion of possibilities, because of some of the wonder aspects that you had early on when experiencing these MMOs, you exaggerate possibilities for how things are and were. And then once you experience these great experiences, they color your perspective more so than the bad stuff, like the grind in EverQuest or the missionless SWG at launch. But another large reason for this, especially of the MMOs of the old, is due to the wonder no longer being present in the same capacity as it used to be. Let's take Star Wars Galaxies for example. It had a number of different systems surrounding the Jedi class in the game. If you aren't familiar with it, in pre-CU, pre-combat upgrade, which was early Star Wars Galaxies, to become a Jedi you had to loot a holocron. This holocron would give you a hint on how to progress towards becoming a Jedi. The only way to figure out how to progress was passively discovering the correct progression path. Well, up until the cat was let out of the bag, so to say. Everybody started following the same blueprint to become a Jedi until it became a process very outlined online for many others to partake in. What started as a shot in the dark became a regimented process that all Jedi hopefuls participated in. You can take this further with more examples. Think of the first couple of raids in EverQuest or World of Warcraft. They had certain mechanics that you could really only learn by playing the raid extensively. Well, again, unless people took the exact way to beat the given dungeon or raid and put it in a video or on a website online. The fact that information in itself became readily available, and in this day and age is readily available, is not a bad thing. I know I have benefited personally from old school websites such as Alakazam, Zam, and Icy Veins. But once the sense of wonder present early on in MMOs with these features is gone, it's not really ever recovered. It also changes the way you play an MMO. Content in MMOs start to run out just months into launches. After people learned how to quickly do things and do them over and over again, everybody else sort of follows suit. This, I think, is an inevitability with new games as people become more experienced with them over time. This is likely why the first month playing an MMO is really an incredible experience, even when the game might not have had the best longevity. Because everyone starts at the same point, level 1. Nobody knows how to progress fast yet. Nobody knows the tips and tricks required to beat raids or unlock secret classes or whatever. The only way to learn is to merely experience the game as it's meant to be experienced. But given enough time, us humans are persistent. We figure things out, we streamline them, and once the meta is set, we all tell people how to play the game and what to do with the game. So maybe the loss of wonder is just merely an inevitability of our familiarity with MMOs, but I think it's more than just that. As the internet has become a normality, we might not ever get those same feelings of wonder that we got back in the Stone Age. But that's okay, because if you go into playing an MMO with the correct mindset, you can still create your own sense of wonder. Put aside the progression mindset for just a few seconds. When you play an MMO, or you're picking an MMO to play, really immerse yourself in the lore and the story. Immerse yourself in the character that you create in the universe. When you achieve your goals, think about it from the perspective of more than just, well, your real life persona completing them. Imagine that your character in-game, XX Legolas 3000XX, is also progressing as a character and a person. The old MMO sense of wonder might no longer be around, but there's still plenty of wonder to experience in MMOs, especially the new ones as they release. When the new car smell fades away, we can still help to create our own sense of wonder. Thanks for watching, guys. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video and also support my content. If you want to support my content even more, you can head over to patreon.com/nerdslayer and donate as little as $1, which I will greatly appreciate. Thank you.